Salutations, Travelers! We get a free Collei in 3.0, but is she good? More importantly, is she good for you? The answer will depend on you, but give me some of your time and we'll tell you everything you need to know to decide. First, who is Collei?
Trainee Forest Ranger Collei reporting for duty. I didn't get any of it wrong, did I?
What is she good at? Dendro. She's one of only 3 Dendro characters in 3.0, which is kind of a big deal. And without spoilers, the Dendro cards will remain rather limited for quite a while. Her value is elevated by scarcity. Enabler. Played correctly, she has very high Dendro application and stronger field presence, making her a true Dendro power plant. What is she bad at? Sustained damage, weak normals and no unfilled synergy. She makes for a terrible main DPS. Support. While she's a great Dendro enabler, she provides very little else. No heals, no shields, and her only buff is locked behind C4. Stats. Collei has no special skilling, so you can build her as a generic crit attack character, with around 50% ER as most of her strength stems from her burst. However, her ratios are rather low, and Dendro scales extremely well with Mastery. I personally recommend leaning heavily on Mastery with some ER, as Dendro's strength is rooted in its strong reactions, which will be the main reason you are likely to ever field her in a team past the shiny new character hype phase. Sets. No surprise the new Dendro sets are her best sets. Both Deepwood Memories and Gilded Dreams compete for the first spot, depending on team comps and of course stats rolls RNG. If you do not wish to farm the new domain or until you obtain decent sets, a spammable burst makes her a great noblesse carrier. And of course 2-piece combos are always a valid option. Weapons. Free to play. The new permanently available end-of-the-line fishing bow can provide all the gear you would need. The passive is not the best, but it is free and easy to obtain. Check my fishy guide if you'd like more details. The 3-star Raven bow is also a good easy source of mastery for free. Crafted. Nothing amazing for her here, but the new King Squire crafted bow is your best bet. Sadly, the mastery doesn't stay on swap. And pro tip, you can convert all billets into the new summary ones at the alchemy table. Battle Pass and shop. The Viridescent Hunt is actually quite decent for her. Crit rate is always good, but not as much if you go the mastery route. Notable extra, Dendro teams tend to lack packing abilities, making the passive a very nice utility. For the shop, Blackcliff is as always a high performer for the raw damage side. However, do remember that Dendro reactions do not crit. Get your 4-star. Stringless is everything you want for her. If you have it, look no further. Sacrificial and Favonius are decent ER support options as usual. And Ali Hunter provides a large damage increase that works very well with a quick swap style. Get your 5-star. Elegy for the End is your best weapon, providing all the gear you need and an amazing team buff that also greatly benefits Collei herself. For raw damage, Aqua Simulacra will work best, particularly with the off-field damage increase. The rest will still perform well with the high raw stats they provide, but would better serve you and someone more suited for their passives. Talents. Normals, just terrible all around. Low ratios, no synergy with her kit. Can be safely ignored to save resources. Skill. The Collei Flower. Throw a long distance boomerang deals rather low damage but can hit twice with a medium AoE. The cooldown is on the longer side. Overall rather average skill. Invest after burst. Burst. Trump card Kitty. The root of her power. Good damage, high Dendro application, moderate energy cost. Very low 10-second cooldown. It initially lasts 6 seconds but can be extended by 3 seconds with her Languid Wood passive, allowing for almost permanent uptime. Notable passives. The aforementioned Languid Wood. Stand in your burst and for every Dendro-based reaction increase the duration by 1 second, up to 3. Notable Constellations. C4 Gift of the Woods gives Collei a 60 mastery team buff. And gameplay. Collei's base gameplay is similar to any other quick swap characters, skill, burst, swap out. However, I do have a few extra tips to help you out. First, a boomerang always veers to the left on the return towards you. Dodging/moving towards the right will make landing the return more consistent. Her burst can be almost permanently active, providing high damage over time and Dendro application. You should try to make good use of her Languid Wood passive by standing in her burst when possible. And lastly, Dendro is all about reactions, and the Hydro-based one are very fun and powerful. So while it might be a bit embarrassing, try wetting your plans. Until next time, farewell, travelers.